How does our future look like? For sure, this is a question that you ask yourself, as we do ask ourselves this question. The last 4 months have taken a very strong impact on our daily private and also business life. We have very strong influences that, that are changing the world around us. We had a lot of ideas and plans for 2020, and these were interrupted during the last months. And also these classic patterns and routines that we have, they disappear in these times. We know that all these changes will challenge us a lot. We want to find out what is important now and how does the future look like. My name is Claudia Küchen. I'm the Chief Creative Officer of the Schattdecor Group, and I'm responsible for design, marketing, communication, and decor management. And let me introduce you to my colleague, Andrea Herrmann. Her nickname is Elaine. She's working in our design department, and she created the Caravan selection 221. And she's going to present you in a couple of minutes the new Caravan selection. Since more than 20 years, we are doing trend researches, and we ask ourselves how this permanently changing world is changing also the society, and what conclusions and results we will see for life, interior, work, and the way how people will live in future. With the results, we develop new concepts, decors, and products. And right now, the question is, how will society shape now with all that changes? And what impact does that take on our daily business life? Usually we do presentations, trend presentations, decor presentations in front of our customers, and we prefer to do that physically. But not today, it's impossible. So we decided to do digital conferences, digital events. And we are quite excited because this is a live event now. We are a bit nervous. We just started with doing these webinars, and but it is very important for us to give you an authentic presentation of our ideas, and we would like to give some impulses and orientation in that world of changes that we see right now. Let me check. We see that more people switched on, so the signal is positive and we can start. We think that we have most of the crisis already behind us, and the lockdowns are over in a lot of countries, but we see that there is also some of uncertainty in front of us, and the way to a normal is still a bit unstable. So what future do we have to face? And therefore, to find results and to find new solutions, we will offer you several webinars upcoming in the next weeks. We will have several topics that we are going to talk about, and we would like to inform you about what we see, what we found out with our researchers. And today we would like to talk about the topic Caravan, because Elaine did all the researches about the Caravan trends, materials, and target groups. In the Corona crisis, many people prefer to do caravanning instead of the classic beach vacation, because caravanning still stands for a very flexible and individual way of traveling, and traveling and vacation in, for example, Germany or in other native regions. So in the caravanning, in the Corona period, a lot of people do not really feel safe and comfortable with going abroad and traveling. So therefore, the vacation with the camper or the mobile home or the motorhome is a very flexible and safe solution for a lot of people. So we see that there's already a strong boom this year, booming trend of caravanning. In the first half of this year, we see that the numbers of new motorhomes are really increasing. But Corona is just an accelerator. It's not the trigger of the caravanning trend, because this trend is already there since a couple of years. And we analyzed it as well, especially Elaine did all these researches and found out that there are also new target groups. There are more people now preferring this trend or this style of doing vacation and traveling. And she would like to inform you now about the materials and colors that she sees for these different target groups and how they look like. And this is really interesting. Yeah, welcome. We would like to share with you what we find out. We would like to give you some ideas and impulses of trends and future ideas. And we would also get in touch with you so we can do also individual presentation afterwards. For example, with our colleague Dietmar Högelmeier, whom you might know. So, or whom you for sure know. We would also like to ask, we would also hear from you what you think about the presentation and if you have some questions. Therefore, please use the Q&A button to ask the questions. Let us know what you would like to know. We are very pleased that you take the time to be there today and to be participate in that webinar. And we would like to start now with the presentation. Let me hand over to my colleague Elaine, and I wish you a nice presentation. Have fun and ask questions to Elaine. We will see you later again. Thank you.
Thank you, Claudia.
Good luck, Elaine.
So, hello everyone. I hope you received your binder well in the meantime, containing the new Caravan selection. Next to the decors, it contains 4 posters I have here, I showed you. And these posters explain the trend topics we figured out. So I will just lay them out in front of me. You can see. And this is also how it's meant to work. So it's a working tool for you. You can have a look at background information and go back to it every now and then if you ever feel like you need to. And with this presentation, I will go a bit deeper into the topics, give you more detailed information, and therefore I will share my screen with you. Just a second. I hope it works. So this will be a presentation from design point of view. So I will not answer technical questions. For this, I will have to refer to my colleague Dietmar Högelmeier, and he will be very happy to help you with all questions or the technical details. Our competence is to shape space where people live through and with surfaces. So caravanning we understand as living and traveling. So we thought about how do colors, surfaces, structures work in small spaces. We had a closer look at different relevant target groups. For example, young travelers, where we have an interesting shift of generations at the moment. We have the best ages and also family, of course. So we have groups with different life plans and interests. Starting from these considerations, we created 4 profiles of different character types. So there's the architect Mark, the filmmaker Christian with his family, Hilda the ceramicist, and the archaeologist couple Ruth and Alexander. they have a lot of potential for identification with particular target groups, but they also have this kind of star effect where you can identify with them, but also strive for more. So they create a slightly feeling of longing for something. So they are placed a little bit off the normal, I would say. Yeah, so that you have something to wish for or to strive for. So we thought about how do these people live? How do they spend their spare time? Which colors and shapes are they surrounded by? And how can we find these exciting expressions in the interior design of a caravan? So let's start with Mark, the architect. He's a middle-aged man, so we call him best ager. In his career life, he is busy with good design, finding the right proportions, using aesthetic materials, and he also transfers this into his private life, of course. He enjoys exploring on his own the metropolitan areas, wandering through streets, and he also likes to combine his travel with cultural events like movie festivals, art exhibitions, or conventions. He maintains a broad network and also uses this time to visit his friends, of course. So he's living a life full of independency, spontaneous decisions, and he doesn't want to give that up anymore, of course. So traveling with a caravan in his own style and rhythm is the choice he made for himself. So this mobile home is adapted to the interiors the target group Mark is surrounded by in their private homes. It is full of quotes in form of specialized literature, sculptures, art objects in general, and you can obviously see that the resident is busy with culture. The quotes are framed by clear lines in furnishing, and it shows the clear and ambitious spirit of the target group Mark. After that, we took a closer look on materials. Which structures show us the metropolitan areas? We found exciting metal structures there, some brown vintage glass, plasterwork texture, deep concrete gray, and graffiti. With our selection of decors, we tried to capture or complement this great variety of impressions. So to say something general about accent colors or our context colors, they are not necessarily visible in the decors, but our selection of decors is accompanied by these colors. So we have tambora combined with metal elements, and this is telling a story about big city life. We have the expressive wood, which works really well with these gentle creamy white nuances in the back. And overall, it creates a very individual and comfortable atmosphere where you can enjoy yourself and relax. So as you maybe already asked yourself and wondered, this is not a typical caravan floor plan. We didn't presume to design a whole caravan, as it is a very complex topic. And there are definitely experts out there who know how to do this job properly. So we decided to visualize a small scale room. So it could be a tiny house as well, for example, so that we still have the special requirements of a small space like this. And it was a very interesting journey for us to see how color and shapes form new rhythms due to the small scale. So also for young families, it is very attractive to go on holidays with the caravan. There they can travel together, they can focus on essentials, on their family life, and they're not bothered with check in, check out and stuff like that. So you are independent from touristic infrastructures, and the children have an immediate experience with nature. They get to know nature through playing and get a feeling for being independent. Christian works, or our fictive character Christian works as a cameraman, and he spends, due to his work, a lot of time in anonymous hotel rooms while working in different parts of the country. So he enjoys the weekends a lot when he can spend time together with his wife and kids in nature, and they wander between mild forests and clear mountain lakes and have their own home always with them. So this kind of personality prefers a clean Scandinavian style for furnishing. Especially with young families, there's always a lot of hustle and bustle, children playing, screaming, running around. So it is important to have a clean interior or a clear interior. Combined with the right accessories, it can create an impression of simplicity and playfulness. For the choice of color and material, we took a look around in a beautiful Scandinavian landscape. We found a light blue in the clear mountain lakes, and the light wood tones are inspired by reed. These impressions were crucial for choosing our accent colors. We combined light wood with soft pastel tones and gray stone to transfer aspects of the beautiful landscapes into the interior design of the caravan. It has something basic yet light. And the goal is to use visual clarity to achieve inner clarity and peace. With this mapping, you can see that it is possible to create highlights with big stone layouts, even in small rooms. There were also some doubts from our side when we started to put the collection together. We were thinking, is this really working? Yeah, we were unsure with the big stone layout, but as soon as the finished mapping arrived, everybody was convinced and very pleased with the result. Our third personality is Hilda. She's a freelance ceramicist, and she works in a small atelier based in a Mediterranean climate. She has a very sensual personality. She enjoys tactile experiences, and handcrafted things are very important for her. Not only in her professional, but also in her private life. Here we went for an indigo blue as an accent color. The color symbolizes special value and nativeness. This dye stands for excellent craftsmanship, and the process in itself is very costly. Next to experience, you need a lot of time to do that, and it's subject to natural fluctuation. It adds a unique feel to it. In Hilda's interior, we find, of course, other natural materials, such as woven baskets, ceramics, and dark warm woods. On our research for color and material, we focused on natural elements or materials. They radiate authority through the handcrafted character and irregularities. These materials create the context for our choice of decors. We chose warm woods for this topic and also added an expressive decor like Santiago that underlines the individual character in a very precious way. You can see this one in the next mapping. Yeah. And in this mapping, you can see that the expressive decor works well with the accent colors. We went for a rather extravagant floor plan and a brave mix of lights and darks. And the mapping shows that it works well when it is framed by the accent colors and provides an inspiring and cozy ambience. So our fourth and last character types are Ruth and Alexander. They are not only sharing the same profession as archaeologists, but also the same passion for foreign countries and unfamiliar cultures. They can even imagine to stay in the country after their career life to explore the country away from excavation sites. The cultural references of their surrounding blend into the interior of the caravan. And we can find collected objects used as wall hangings, warm tones that remind of clay soil. Rough textile structures are very supportive in this interior design. And the composition projects a very pleasing mixture of comfort and exoticism. The color world is dominated by warm earth tones, modified in different intensity levels, so they reflect the vibrant and versatile atmosphere of this landscape. It is a well-balanced mix of light and dark wood tones, combined with selected accessories and context colors. It creates an atmospheric and individual ambience where you can enjoy yourself and relax. So this was actually the favorite topic of most colleagues I talked to. They said they like it so much because it feels like holiday already when you look at it. You get excited about seeing, exploring new things, cultures, and so on. And this was actually the aim or the main topic we were working around this collection. With our motto, stay curious, we wanted to celebrate and instigate or encourage the frequent use of a caravan. So it is less about the once in a year, 2 weeks holiday. It's more about exploring your surrounding almost on a daily basis. So that's from my side, the presentation. Thank you very much.
So, thank you very much, Elaine. Very, very good. Thank you very much. Yeah, there was an interesting question. One question was, this question was, yeah, with which target group would you travel? With whom would you make a caravan tour?
I think I would travel with Mark.
Yeah. You would travel with Mark?
Yeah,
okay, why?
The urban guy. I mean, I live in nature all the time, so.
So I was also asked, and I would travel with all of them because I'm really missing traveling. But I think I would go with Ruth and Alexander to explore new cultures, and yeah, it really, the pictures really remind of holidays. So and warm regions and. So yeah, with all of them, it would be really a pleasure to go on vacation. So thank you very much. We got a lot of questions. We will answer these questions afterwards editorially. We also recorded this webinar, so we are also going to send you this webinar as a record. And yeah, we would like to thank all the participants, and we would also like to thank you for staying with us during that webinar. And yeah, we would like to get in touch with you, and we would like to ask you to get in touch with us via Dietmar Högelmeier. He's really interested in doing an individual presentation with you about the topics, and Elaine can join him during these presentations. Yeah, we hope that you liked the presentations, the presentation of Elaine, and that you enjoyed it. And we hope that we could also give you some interesting impulses and ideas for your daily work. And yeah, let me summarize it with some words together into a tomorrow that we do not know today, but we can shape it together in future. Thank you very much. The whole Schattdecor team thanks you, and please stay healthy. Okay. Thank you. Danke.
Bye.
Bye.